Nature is a powerful force that dictates the way people will go forward into the future. The unpredictable outbursts of nature give rise to all sorts of extremely rare natural phenomena. From odd, shape-shifting pillars of light to the very ground beneath human feet rising, today I'll present to you the top 15 rarest natural phenomenon ever recorded on camera. Number 15. Glowing dolphins. We can say without doubt that whatever is going on off the coast in Southern California, it is truly magical, because it is causing the water and the creatures there to glow in blue. It mostly looks like a scene directly stripped from the movie Avatar, but I can assure you it is simply genuine. Experts share the opinion that capturing footage such as this is very rare. The dolphins glow mainly because of two chemicals, the enzyme luciferase and the compound luciferin. Together they produce the blue glow when the creature is anxious or feeling frightened. But don't take it for granted that it happens very often, as there has to be a perfect set of circumstances for this glow to happen. These same chemicals can be found also in the water, and some nights magical blue waves crash onto the shore. Maybe James Cameron was inspired precisely by some such occurrence. Number 14. Strange pillars of light. This particular pillar of light is still baffling pedestrians and experts, and it is also clear it is not a trick, as many locals have stopped to take pictures and look at it, and has not disappeared in the meantime. According to the expert opinion of a Chinese meteorologist, there are two essential factors that are contributing to the weird phenomenon. The first of which is the thick cloud of smog that blankets the city, and the second is the excess amount of water vapor in the air. These two factors cause a reflection of light in a strange pattern similar to a rainbow, but also different because of the smog. The explanation, however, does not answer all of the arising questions, and as time passes, more and more conspiracy theories arise. Number 13. Lawn Blisters. I bet you don't know about the earth form that is called land bubbles. These zit-like occurrences happen more often than you would think. They are called lawn bubbles, grass blisters, or turf bubbles, and they are generally interesting to observe, but more interesting to pop. The bubble is nothing more than a balloon of water that forms beneath the surface of the grass. Since it has no way to escape, it pushes off the land like when your skin has a pimple, and generally, if they are not taken care of, these land bubbles can grow to giant sizes. They can form for different reasons, like water getting trapped below plastic landscape, and when this occurs, good soil goes on top of the plastic sheeting and the grass proliferates, and often this happens after a heavy rain or if there is a plumbing issue close by. Number 12. Perfect cube crystals. Pyrite is a very interesting mineral formation that forms into cubic crystal structures. Despite their majestic appearance, they are the result of simple geological events that occur all over the globe. It has a single iron atom bonded to two sulfur atoms, which gives it the ability to form crystal cubic structures. Some industries use it to extract iron, others to extract sulfur, and along with that, other sulfur-based chemicals used for making paper and other industrial applications. Its applications are vast, but its stunning appearance is why pyrite is on our list today. Number 11. The forest that breathes. This natural event is far more complicated than it first appears. The trees are wobbling, the wind is howling, and vast turfs of earth are rising and falling, but this spectacle is not the result of an earthquake or the breathing of a mythical forest deity. The real explanation is far less mysterious. The wind and the wind only is the cause for the forest to look as it does in this video. However, it's only the blanketed topsoil that is moving like a sheet blowing in the wind. This most often happens after violent storms when the topsoil often becomes quite loose. Number 10. Ice volcano. The general notion when you think of volcanoes is almost never spewing ice. However, because of the lowering temperatures in Letchworth State Park in upstate New York, there is a renowned ice volcano which grows larger with each passing year. Recently, it has reached a height of 6 meters. The renowned ice volcano is located just outside of the famed Glen Iris Inn. This particular inn was once property of the famed businessman William Pryor Letchworth, and it is here where the home and the fountain were constructed in the late 1800s. The fountain uses mainly the water and the force of gravity from an uphill pond to force the fountain to spray out and upward some 50 feet into the air. This water, spewing upwards, will eventually form another layer of ice, making the ice volcano bigger and bigger. Number 9. Land mysteriously rises. In this very unique natural observation, we can see the land in the video rising from the water, doing what is opposite of a sinkhole. Although it is not entirely clear what triggered the land rising, there are some theories by researchers which suggest it may have something to do with the nearby tectonic plates movement that occurred a few days before. The movement of tectonic plates is sometimes strong enough to move mountains, so such an answer is not unfeasible. Other people believe it was a methane explosion, with either answer being possible. Whatever it is surely a unique natural phenomenon. Number 8. Firefalls. This magical place can be found currently in New York. In this location, fire and water change the general landscape in a unique and beautiful way, closely resembling art. At first glance, the waterfall seems normal, but it produces magical fires in some moments during the year. Even though it has been dubbed the eternal fire, it burns from time to time, but not eternally. Behind the falls there are various cracks filled with natural gas, and once ignited they may burn for days or weeks on end. The flames stand behind the water, but every once in a while they pierce the flow, giving the illusion of fire falling. Although the quantity of methane produced is insignificant as the cracks widen, it can quickly increase, and from there also the fire flow. Number 7. The Mirror Flats of Bolivia. One of the most unique and unusual attractions of South America. For hundreds of miles across the nearly endless stretches of salt plains lies a vast expanse of white glistening salt. In a grand total, the salt flats make up 70,000 miles of salt. But you may be asking yourself, who would want to go such a great distance just to look at some salt? This large territory, however, can be seen clearly from space, and there you can encounter an estimation of about 10 billion tons of salt. But here you can also encounter 10 meters deep and affluent lithium location, the metal used in phones, cameras and laptops. On crystal clear night skies, all the miles of salt reflect the sky back like a huge mirror, hence the name of the location. Number 6. Lava flows into the sea. Kilauea Volcano has been continuously erupting for a period of 31 years. Its constant flow of lava into the ocean creates new land. Travel was heavily restricted to the island for an extended period of time, which in fact resulted in halting a vital tourism trade that Hawaii needs. Thankfully, other islands were not affected by volcanic activity. Lava is one of those natural forces that are almost impossible to contain, and the lava flow from the volcano caused quite a bit of damage before finally subsiding. Number 5. The Flowering Desert. The Atacama Desert is famous for being one of the driest on Earth, but surprisingly houses one of, if not the richest garden of flowers on the whole planet. The usual suspect for this rare occurrence is a heavy rainfall in mid-August, and every year locals wait for it with much excitement. Just imagine waking up to a place that has completely transformed from a Sahara to a gorgeous oasis just in a span of one night. This beautiful natural phenomenon occurs in Chile and is called Desierto Florido, or the flowering desert by the residents. It is said to occur once every 5 to 7 years, and the more common technical term for it is superbloom. Number 4. Underwater rivers. Layers of dense water can be found stretching for 60 miles in the ocean bottom. Scientists have dubbed this strange natural phenomenon as underwater rivers. They are the results of ice formation, but it has only recently been recorded for the first time in subtropical regions and also throughout the year. Evaporation of the water in the regions during the summer followed by cooling during the winter fuels this formation of underwater rivers. These so-called underwater rivers have been seen in different locations all around the globe, like for example in the Black Sea. There was such a river that cut deep into the sea floor. There is much mystery surrounding this phenomenon, and scientists do their best to understand the magical and interesting formations. Number 3. Huge Nazare waves. While these waves generally draw much attention from tourism, the people that try to conquer the waves have much more of a challenge on their hands. It is a fact that the place is currently the world's newest location for killer waves. Since back in the early 2000s, dedicated surfers have flooded the zone in order to challenge its ever so incredible and beautiful but also scary natural phenomenon. Number 2. Close up with a tornado. Natural disasters are sometimes divine powers that strike and have the force to shake entire continents. In some cases, people are left only with rubble and destroyed wood from the city they were born and raised into. Such was the story for the 80-year-old survivor of the infamous Oklahoma tornado, who only had her dog left after the natural catastrophe, and even though in the immediate moment they didn't have a place to call home, at least they had each other. Number 1. Never-ending storm. There is an atmospheric phenomenon in Venezuela that has scientists amazed at the electric display. It originates from a mass cloud hovering nearby mountains. The area is so prevalent to electric storms that their recorded number is close to 140 or 160 nights a year for nearly 10 hours each time. The lightning changes are frequent throughout the year, and each year brings new and exciting phenomena. The storm stopped from January to March in 2010 because of a drought, and the event raised alarm that the common occurrence will never again happen, but sure enough, it was back very shortly after. Nature is without a doubt behaving strangely as of late, and we have to do our best to adapt to the changing conditions, or else we might find ourselves in a very unhappy position. Tell us in the comments below which of these magical phenomena is your top pick and why. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed our video, feel free to share the wisdom with your friends and leave a comment below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more interesting educational videos every week. See you soon!